Well, this is not a bad view, but mm, we shall see. So mm, we have. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. When I talk to you, when I read this and these and these. Oh, this is not bad. So Neb is taking over Tower and Pinky Town from Baron. And all the goblins in the Valley of Nazar will close their swords. So this is the boar. I wonder if anybody, but we see how this goes. Ugh, I miss my hood. It's wet. Maybe I make a new hood today. Hmm. Well, we've got Neb and the Fire Monkey. Yes, we've got Neb and the Pinky Knight. That's a long one. For a long time, the Grick and all the other races was feared, even after the departure of Red at the beginning of the time of the retreat. Goblins was hoping to land around the volcano. In great strength, they remembered the old ways. They followed their goblins fearless into battle. None mountain that surround volcano. And oh, we have guest. Oh, it is a bummer. We have no more guest. That is not a bummer. So, well, if we break it down, I wonder what the audio sounds like. I'm not muted. I'm not very loud. Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hmm. I wonder. Maybe. Oh, it's the dog. Hello, Luke. Can you hear me? Am I loud or am I very quiet? I wonder if this headset is totally busted. Hmm. Hmm. Testing, testing. Well, I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, I sound good. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we begin. So, well, long ago, I think today we're going to talk a little bit about Neb. What do you think of this YouTube thing? Oh, by the way, Luke, I'll send you the bark bark. I'll send you a picture that is gonna make you smiles. I know these things because I know dogs. Luke the dog. Yeah, where is it? Yep. Oh, you saw that one already, so I'll give you another one. The excellent wrinkles. Okay, so today I think, depending on the audience, we are going to either do lots of vocal inflections and hemming and hawing to practice and see how it works. We are going to talk about Nebuchadnezzar again. And I think I will start something more regular and we'll go through all of the stories. So today I think we will do uh, Pinky Night, which I will call the Grick Night because we don't like the Pinky term no more. And then probably we'll do the Fire Monkey. Just Brett's armor. Oh, yes, he's a good one. What? Mm. Oh, this this is good one. Uh, no, you're not late at all. Oh, in fact, there's people. Oh, hello. Okay, this is enough beginnings to start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Goblin Story Time. We're trying YouTube because I don't know, the bench has inspired me to be better at doing this stuff. And maybe the community would like it. And it's hard for me. And I like doing things that are challenging. So today we're going to do a couple things. I'm going to do a Q&A first. That's way the people that are on time get the worm. I think that's a great saying. And then we're going to tell one, potentially two stories. I have the sadness. My hood is in the wash. The swampland is swampy. It needed it, so I don't like it, but it's not on my head. To bear with me with that, because I can't do nothing about it. So I wonder, I wonder where to begin. So we will start with, do you guys remember who Nebuchadnezzar is? We'll see how engaged the engagement is. And if they don't engage, that's okay too. If you don't know who he is, Nebuchadnezzar is a reincarnation. Absolutely nothing. Well, small or large creature, whatever your size may be, Nebuchadnezzar is a reincarnation of one of the five great goblins. I don't know why I have this on my head, but we shall try this. See. So he's really cool. And a long time ago, Neb was one of the five great goblins. And then not so long ago, he was reincarnated after he died, which was just a little goblin. And we're still talking about him just being a little goblin at this point. So Nebuchadnezzar was created by the witch doctor. Everybody knows him as Kadi, but he is a witch doctor. And it not invented, discovered, discovered. And so it is important to know the history. Now, Nebuchadnezzar has a whole slew of stories. And to summarize quickly, first he was born, everybody in his little, but he didn't. And everybody was a little bit intimidated by this small little snotling that was just angry at everything and still alive. Then the second story that we do like to talk about, which is an important coming of age for him, was Neb and Boar. Goblins are not very big, and if you know anything about the wild boar, they're not very small. And you can understand the story there of how that goes. Let's say Neb is not scared of nothing. So then we're gonna go to the third story. Now, do you guys want the story, or do you want to know about the five great goblins, or do you want to see Filet? Filet, say hi to the people on the internet. Isn't the internet a weird creation? Oh, where are you going? Hello. Oh, okay. She's not going. Yes, yes, they're my cousins. These are my babies, but their species are my cousins. Oh, yeah. Today we will jump directly into the story of Neb and the asterisk editing here. Um, Neb and the Pinky Knight. This is a reading that I have not done in a long, long time. So if I make weird sounds, accept it. If I say the wrong thing, you don't know better. And the best part about it is we all have fun. If you have friends that you want to hear this, it's going to be recorded so they don't get to be here. But the more crowd engagement I do, the longer I'll go. That is the reality. The long story here. So Yes. For a long time. Oh, I make some edits because I don't like the terminology they use from the olden days, and I do what I want. I'm a night goblin, so we make some edits. For a long time, the Pinkies, we don't use that word no long. For a long time, the Grick and all the other races was feared as a giant volcano, and we'll talk about it another time. Even after the departure of Wrath and the beginning of the time of retreat, the goblins were holding the land around the volcano in great strength. They remembered the old ways. They followed their Kadins fearlessly and across the mountains that surround the volcano and the forest around it. None none dare walk in the volcano where the goblins hunt. But after a while, an elfie named the King of the Stars led his armies to destroy. Elfie armies spill into the valley that lead through the mountains to Nazar. Shimmering, steel like fish scales, the Kadins ran goblins to war. They fall on the Elfie armies like avalanche. Thousands of elves be killed. I don't care what people say. It's what I think they look like. Pulled out of their shiny armor and torn to bits. But there was too many, and they too well armed. And most of all, they too damn many elfie magic. Elfie army be strong and fresh, while the goblin ranks be thin from the great war. Their weapons be old and broken from many battles. So the goblins who survived fled into the forests, and the last Kadin died. Let's be freaking real. Rashmish was not dead at this point. I don't believe it. You don't believe it, and so it not be. Eventually, though, the Kadins did die, and surrounded in battle with the blade of the King of the Stars. With Skruvit's rage burning in her end. The goblins hide. They help hunt the elfies when they try to drive the goblins from the forest and the volcano. The goblins say no. Eventually, the elfies grow tired and leave, going to a nearby vale, making huge city. But the goblins, they no longer have the strength to stop other races and pinkies from entering Nazar. They're too weak and harassing. But still, no one tries to live in Nazar. The other races feared it. Remember, Nazar is a volcano. Until long time later. Long time later. And the memories of the old days fell away. In the time of Neb, but he's not that yet, so just Neb for now, his grandfather, the Umi knight, we don't say the other word, it's not good, came to carve a kingdom for himself in the forest. He called himself Baron, and he spent time hunting the goblins, who by then were small and scattered and weak and not so good. Not too long after Neb faced the boar, remember now this is flash forward, so Neb faced the boar. Not too long after that, this Baron come riding the goblins, taking away all of them to be his little playthings and his slaves and his hunting party dog toys, whatever he thinks is fun. I don't know. We don't like him, and he do this often enough. He do this all the time. Eventually, the leader of the tribe, who at this time was Ukek, and no one really believed the story about the boar. They think Neb's friends lie, and Neb never talk about it because that's not his thing. So Ukek say that the goblins must move the village again, further into the forest and away from the volcano, to hide from the Baron. The goblins all around are nodding. They're like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Like, things aren't going so well. Until all of a sudden, Neb speak up. He stand and he say, Ukek, why so quick to run? Ukek is very surprised, because the goblin rarely speak against him, and Neb never say anything in the council before. Neb pull out his own knife and point to the volcano which loom over them. This be place of goblin power. Why so quick to abandon it? I say, when this baron come back, we kill him and be done. Ukek stare, then laugh at Neb. You never seen Baron. He have second skin of steel that he wear, and ride on huge horse creature. How do you intend to kill him with little The other goblins shake their head. They're afraid of the Baron. Neb is quiet for a while. Under the steel, he bleed. You not believe what must be done can be done. Then sit in stupid, useless council. I He, Neb, stand in front of fire and turn knife on himself. He press tip into his arm and begin to cut. You is forgetting everything. You is forgetting all that matters. He raised his arm. Under blood, goblins see the burning squirrel. No, burning swirl, not squirrel, of Scrivet. They shudder. I show you how. And he turn and walk away. Stupid? Useless? You go to die, idiot! I lead the goblins. We stay alive. That god has abandoned us. He not help you, Ukek scream. Baron built stone tower under the volcano next through the mountain that circle Nazar. Ukek's village be on the other side of the volcano. Neb is halfway there when his father catch up to him. Neb's father, and goblins have parents sometimes. His name was Balthazar, and he'd be a hero. To the extent that goblins living in those times were heroes. He had snuck into the Baron's camp one night when he was young and rescued many of the imprisoned goblins. For a while they walked in silence. Neither be goblins of many words. And goblins not really be putting much in. After all goblin souls existed already. When mother have littered, they looks and the personalities of the goblins is not similar to either parent. This is canon. They is unrelated in a way. If goblin respects parents or siblings, they be friends. If not, they treat them no better than because they family. But Neb always get along well with his father. Finally, Balthazar speak. You probably not come back, Neb, he say. Neb not answer. But you is right. He stepped in front of Neb, stopping him. What do you need me to do? Stand still, say Neb. Balthazar do. Neb pull knife and put it in Balthazar's forehead. He make one quick cut. Balthazar reach up and feel where the blood be running. When a Maglubliet, which, by the way, a long time ago, Malashikad was known as Maglubiet, so it's Malashikad. Slitted eye is cut into his skin. Scrivet is strength of goblin. Malashikad is our unity. If I come back, I want all the goblins ready to go to war again. Balthazar nod, and Neb smile at his father, before starting to walk again. By the time night is fallen, Neb has reached the Baron's tower. It be dark and cold, with windows like yellow eyes running up the sides. He sit and wait. 3 days pass. Goblin Keck's village, but there be no word from Neb. In the tower, Baron is having great party. It's late and he drunk. He stagger into the little garter room. He staggered into little garderobe and started to take a piss. His head spin. So he put an arm on the wall to steady himself. He heard his piss splash into the moat far below. Suddenly, the noise stopped. He had enough time to wonder about it before shape explode out of the hole. It be tall and lean, slick and dark, reeking of filth, and deep in its face, green eyes stared out at the Baron. While an arm shot out and grabbed Baron's crotch. Baron opened mouth in shock, then screamed as other arm cuts. He staggered back, shrieking in pain, when another stab sinks into the soft, hollow spot of his neck, turning scream to gurgle. He fell backwards through the door, his guests just in time to see the flash of motion as Neb leaped down the latrine shaft, skidding all the way down to the moat. Next day, the goblins gather around the bonfire. Balthazar is trying to convince them to stay. Ukek is saying it's foolish to stay in large groups. Aaron could come and destroy them all in one blow. As he sits down, Neb walked through the crowd. He tossed the Baron's balls on the fire. Baron not coming, Ukek. He dead, or he wish he is. There be a hum in the goblins. Across the fire at Ukek. Stand up and come here. Eyes wide, Ukek do. The on the bonfire seemed to take an age for Ukek. And when he finally arrived, he realized that Neb be staring down at him. He realized how tall Neb be. One moment, Neb be staring down at him. Next moment, there are thin fingers squeezing Ukek's throat with impossible strength. Ukek, I am the leaders of the goblin. Do you object? Ukek's eyes be like a fish's. He shake his head. No. Neb fling him back into the mob. Then find a weapon. We go to war. Baron's town be in chaos. No one know how he has been attacked, and the horror of it infected his people with fear. Already some be fleeing the valley, saying it be truly cursed. By the time goblins began to pour out of the forest, they is running in panic. Goblins raise and kill and feast on the Grick. They laugh and laugh. They burn with goblin fury again. They chase down those who try to flee, lethal green shadows flitting in the forest, filling Grick's final moments with terror. Baron's men lock tower and pour arrows and oil and rocks on the attacking goblins. But they break the door, rush in, and slaughter them all. Steal Neb is finding Baron in his room, pale, still clutching life, bandages soaked red, covered in sweat. Neb laughed and knocked it away, then dragged the Baron to the roof of the tower. He hauled him over his head and screamed in triumph. Below, the goblins hold bloody weapons high. Neb hurled the Baron from his tower and laughed. Blood and burning, and the rekindling of the power of Nezar. So yeah, that was Neb and the Pinky Knight. So basically, this is one of the first stories of how Neb really brought the spirit back for the goblins, and art became a thing. Yes, yes. We shall see if this YouTube is the way to go. Perhaps, perhaps not. We shall see. We shall see. Shall we do another? I think we shall do one more. And then we'll keep it a nice, quick, little short stream. In the story is Neb and the Fire Monkey. In fact, this is a story that I know a lot of people really like. So if I butcher it, I butcher it. Enjoy. So Neb is taking over Tower. This is the Pinky Tower, a tower from the Baron. And all the goblins in the Valley of Nazar move closer. So for the first time in long, long time, the tribe of Nazar be united. Neb orders the goblins to begin to arm themselves because he know other Grick will eventually try to He also ordered them to learn the stories of the goblin myth and religion, so they know who they are and what is their inheritance. Goblins live by stick. This is my own addition, but it's important. Goblins live by stick and stone. They shelter in the night. Our fire is a human's home. Sickled fingered, shackled stairs, making irons tight, slaving you to the crescent moon that eats your eyes for sight. Goblins live. We shelter in the night. We can kill by will alone, but we prefer to fight. So that class, yes, that is what the inheritance for the goblins is. As this is happening, the fire monkey wake up in the volcano. Yes, volcanoes have fire monkeys. Fire monkey had lived in the volcano for as long as anyone knew. Mostly he just sleep under the lava, but sometime he was throwing burning rocks at goblins and stuff like that. Well, it's almost like a fire monkey know that the goblins be growing in power. Not so sure about that. Then he wake up angry, and he throw many burning rocks at what Nev and the other goblins trying to make. They're building new towns. Finally, really pissed off and march up to the goblin to the volcano Nazar to teach the fire goblin, excuse me, to teach the fire monkey a lesson. When Neb reached the top of the volcano, the fire monkey be standing there, a skinny, nasty creature, holding a burning rock over his head. And Neb walk over, grab his hair, the flaming monkey hair, and knee him in the face. Just like that. The fire monkey go, eep, eep, and try to wiggle away. No one has ever tried to hurt him before. He's a fire monkey. And they just pull up with, but Neb not let go. Neb's like, no, I'm not going to just put up with your burning rocks. He just keep beating the crap out of the fire monkey. And finally, the fire monkey get away and dive under the lava to get away. And Neb climbed down to the edge of the lava pool and sit there waiting. He knows the fire monkey will have to come up for air eventually. They can't breathe lava. I don't know, can you? I can't. No judgment. Eventually, it was very, very hot by the lava pool, but Neb refuses to give up. And eventually, it burned so much, but he knew eventually the monkey would have to come out. And the top of the monkey's head, peek up, and he grabbed it. He pulled Fire Monkey out of lava, kicking and screaming, flinging lava everywhere. And then it's a very sad ending and simple one, but Neg dragged him all the way to the ocean, which was like really, really far away from Nazar, kicking and screaming the whole way. He skinned him and then he wear him. So Nebuchadnezzar has a fire monkey's pelt, kind of like Hercules has that lion. Nebuchadnezzar has a fire monkey. Anywho, that is Neb and the fire monkey. So we have Neb and the Pinky Knight, which is really Neb and the Greek Knight, and we have Neb and the fire monkey, and we are on the 30-minute marker. No, he's no longer. Well, so the cool thing is the fire monkey wasn't so much on fire; it was just in lava and very hot. The fur itself is just like I must say, it's like heat resistant. Like if you were in, if you were gonna do a dungeon in the high desert and like lava, so that would be my guess. Since there are folk here, I will open the floor to one or two questions or we will tell one more short story and then we will disappear. Because thank you for coming to the mushroom do classes. Like if you want to learn about how to be weird like me. Exactly.
Like asbestos without the mesothelioma. And with that, my friends, Luke the dog wins best prize. Good voice. All right, everybody, thanks for coming to the stream. We will tell more of Nebuchadnezzar stories next time and eventually end it and move on to other things. Ciao.